Hey everyone, and welcome to the Yarn Spinner. From outrageous entitled parents to satisfying pro-revenge stories, the Yarn Spinner is your daily source of most entertaining content. If you want to be the first to know when we release new videos, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat. So, today's True Off My Chest story is from someone who torn two families apart. I accidentally uncovered a 59-year-old family secret and it has torn two families apart. I have not felt comfortable with sharing this story until my cousin's wife let the cat out of the bag on social media. A few months ago, I took a DNA test to confirm my ancestry and it went so wrong. I got my test results back and checked out my ancestry results, then went on to the matches page to see which of my family members had taken the test and how much DNA we share. The top two matches were people I didn't know. My dad's family is part of a religious cult. It turns out that my grandma had an affair with her husband's uncle. The uncle was the leader of this cult at the time, and ended up having my dad. Some of the church members were apparently listening in on another phone when my biological grandfather, grandma's husband's uncle, made a phone call to my grandma and something was discussed that made it clear that they were having an affair. They leaked the news to everyone who was in the church at the time. My biological grandfather left the church and moved halfway across the state. My family tried to keep it on the down low, and it was kept a secret other than my dad's cousin hinting at it when they were 12. My dad graduated high school and ended up leaving the cult. He was pretty much cut off from the family when he did this because the main rule of this church/cult is that people who aren't part of it are going to a very hot place, if you catch my drift. Therefore, the matter was never brought up and my siblings hadn't heard of it other than what my dad told us. We took that story with a grain of salt because most kids, us included, make up a rumor about another sibling or cousin being adopted. The two people I matched with ended up being my half-aunt and my half-first cousin. My half-aunt is still part of this cult and was aware of the affair. She was a teenager when this happened. I reached out to her, but she ignored my messages and told my cousin that she wouldn't talk to my dad's side of the family to protect her dad's reputation. Her dad died almost 20 years ago. My half-first cousin is my dad's age and had no idea about this. This cousin has also left the cult and had very limited contact with his mom, but her response to this entire situation led him and his family to go no contact with her. Just a couple weeks ago, I got another close match. This person turned out to be another half-cousin's daughter. I reached out to her and she was very kind, but, understandably, seems to be very uncomfortable with this situation. The most screwed up part of this whole thing is having to rethink how I'm related to people. The people I thought were my dad's full siblings, and therefore my full aunts and uncles, are actually my half-aunts and uncles, but also half-cousins since my dad's father is their dad's uncle. The woman I thought was a cousin is actually my half-aunt. It gets even more screwy with the age differences. My half-aunt is just a few years younger than my grandma and my half-cousin is my dad's age. The half-cousin's daughter that I matched with also has a child, making me a college student with 2 generations of family members below mine. I'm not quite sure how to approach this situation other than to just keep quiet about it. I don't want any more relationships to be damaged because of this family secret. I know for a fact that my cousins don't know, but I'm not sure about my dad's siblings. Overall, this is the most messed up situation I've ever been in and I regret taking the DNA test. If you want to take an at-home DNA test, please consider my experience and decide if you're willing to take that risk. Now let's check some of the top comments. Top comment number 1. I would absolutely just drop the half from my thoughts of the family you've always known because in your heart they are your family. The rest is hard and I'd seek counseling, from a licensed therapist or even your pastor if you are religious. I'm so sorry. It's one reason I don't like these tests among many, and I don't have these types of things in my immediate family. Comment number 2. Wow and yikes. Comment number 3. That is super tough and very emotional to navigate, especially with the in/out dynamics of the cult being in play, and the transgressed morality of the conception. The good news is, you have a birth family that you were raised in that loves you. You're still connected by pretty close blood to that entire family. You can look at them and see traits and features in common that you folks share, which might be reassuring. The love and memories you've built together are not invalidated, lessened, or cheapened by the genetics revelation. You get to choose that these people you love can continue being the aunts, uncles, and cousins of your heart. Now you also have this additional family discovered with the genetics, connections that you're getting to explore. It's understandable that you and this new-to-you family is taking time to learn about and decide what you want from new-built relationships. You get to choose what you want, and so do they. You get to negotiate, and that's beautiful. Bonding, or not, with members of the new discovered family does not cheapen or invalidate your long-standing family bonds. Starting to love someone new doesn't mean you have to love anyone else any less. Don't blame yourself for this extra stress on your family. Don't hold too much guilt for innocently accidentally exposing the family secret. You did nothing wrong here. You don't have to love anyone any more or less than you did before any test. So these were the comments, and honestly my reaction was same after reading this, wow and yikes. And that concludes our reading for today. Share your thoughts in the comments. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more daily readings of the internet's wildest stories. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a video from the Yarn Spinner. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.